Live. Is it just me, or did that take an unusually long amount of time to load at the beginning? Not gonna lie, I was mildly concerned there. Got another Red Dead 2 coming at you. We're part 16 already, so we are digging deep into the layers of this complex adventure. We got a new camp, so we have some exploring to do. I think I'm gonna head over to Rhodes in this part, and which is a smaller town. I've stopped by there once, just kind of familiarize myself with it a little bit, and then I believe we've only got one story mission available, which is the next Dutch mission. So we've got our work cut out for us. The last part was a much more appropriately length, 38 minutes, I believe, or high 30s for sure. It was short for sure, but you know, there was definitely still stuff going on. Covered a major story mission, and I feel like that was definitely a lot easier to watch. So hopefully we can find a balance between these 2-hour videos and these half-hour videos. I always try and aim for 45 minutes to just over an hour, but of course, it's hard to stop playing sometimes. It's hard to just stop. You want to keep going. And here we are in our new camp. We took a peek.
I think I've heard enough of your opinions, miss.
Jesus. Okay then.
Yeah. Now make yourself useful. And the first part of useful is not driving me insane with your constant complaining.
I ain't complaining.
You are! Complain, complain, complain!
Now.
Oh, say whatever you damn well please, but I tell you, if I don't get out of here soon, I'm gonna kill somebody.
And if you don't stop hissing at me, I'm gonna kill you.
You come near me, sailor, and I'll slice you up.
What is wrong with you two?
I ain't chopping vegetables for a living.
Oh, I'm sorry, madam. Was there insufficient feathers in your pillow?
I ain't lazy, Mr. Morgan. I'll work, but not this.
Well, ain't cooking work?
My husband and I, we shared the work. All of it. I was out in the fields. I can hunt, carry a knife, or use a gun. But I tell you, you keep me here, I'll skin this fat old coot and serve him for dinner.
Watch your damn mouth, you crazy goddamn fishwife!
Enough, both of you! Well, come with me then. You want to head out there, run with the men? So be it. But we do more than just hunting. We're hunted. And them things hunting us, well, they got guns of their own.
I ain't afraid of dying.
Good. You need anything, Mr. Pearson? Maybe me and Mrs. Adler are gonna take a little ride.
Yeah. Sure. Here's my list, and can you post this letter for me while you're there?
Sure. Come on, princess. Are you coming with me then, woman?
So I've graduated from chopping vegetables to shopping?
Shut your goddamn mouth. You cool down then yet?
I guess. I ain't no scullion, and I sure as hell ain't taking orders from that sweating half-wit.
I guess we all gotta do our share, princess.
Where's that letter?
Are you reading his mail now?
Oh, robbing and killing's okay, but letter reading's where we draw the line.
Here.
Dear Aunt Kathy,
You are something else.
I haven't heard from you in some time, so I pray to the Lord above that your health has not deteriorated further. Blah, blah, blah. It's boring. Ooh. Wait a sec. Listen to this. Since we last corresponded, I have traveled widely, making no small name for myself. Before you ask, I am still yet to take a wife, but I can assure you it's not for a lack of suitors. You ever actually even talk to a woman he ain't paid for?
Oh, look. We're all hiding behind something.
And what's this? Return to Tacitus Kilgore.
Oh, that. Now, that's Dutch's idea. All mail to be sent to the same alias. Whenever we set up somewhere new, Strauss, he heads into town. Tells him to start expecting mail from a Tacitus Kilgore, whatever they changed it to. Here, give me that back. We got work to do.
We are literally the errand boy in Dutch's gang now. Essentially going grocery shopping. It's a nice ride though, I'll give you that. Now that is how you pass somebody.
Morning, partner.
Don't know this area very well. I believe we're just entering into roads. Perfect. This mission brought us right there. I guess this is kind of like the introductory mission to explore roads. I'm sure we'll be heading to Saint Denis, a town over soon, or a city over really. Yeah, there's a few shops and whatnot that we can go to. We do have a $50 bounty in this area, so we'll have to be careful. We have a $60 bounty in the New Hanover region. No bounty in West Elizabeth. There is a bounty mission that we can do over there. It might be worth heading over there at some point. Yeah, but this is all like so unfamiliar to me. Like, what's that building? Rhodes Station, huh? I don't know if you remember, but we did come here once before. Can't remember why we were here. I think I accidentally rode into the area while I was trying to escape from something, from the law, I guess.
Okay, here we are.
So, what's the plan? I shoot the shopkeeper while you...
No, you insane?
I thought we was outlaws.
Outlaws, not idiots. We rob fools that rob other people. These people, they're just trying to get by. So you head on in there and you buy some food to eat. And no guns.
You sure?
This time, there'll be time for killing soon enough.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna go check the mail. Nothing exciting.
So we gotta head out to the post office here. We got a few major buildings here. We have a butcher shop. There's the post office by the train station, as per usual. Stagecoach station. There is a saloon and a gunsmith, and of course the general store that Sadie is going into. Pretty basic. Reminds me a lot of Valentine in terms of the size. In fact, it's actually probably a little bit smaller than Valentine. Not quite as big as Strawberry though. Man, imagine this game being first person only. Holy mackerel. It's really cool that, hey buddy.
You okay, boy? Hello, boy.
It's some ointment, all right? For a private matter. God, really must be going. Don't mention this to Vera.
It's cool that they have first person. It's a neat feature. You can experience the world in a different view, right up close. And of course, the level of detail in this game is insane when you bring it up close. Coachman will not give rides to anyone who is wanted. Okay, that explains why the stagecoach station is locked for me. Train station.
Good morning to you.
Train is at the station. I don't think I have enough money to pay up my bounties while I'm here, unfortunately. 110 bucks. Bounty that I gotta pay. What's up, bud?
Can I help you, mister?
Yes, I would like to post a letter.
All right. Okay, no trouble.
Thank you.
Bye now.
Yeah, I've only got 35 bucks, so not a whole lot else that I can do here.
Sir, good morning.
Hopefully there's no law in town that'll complicate things.
This week. This damned place. How do you do, sir?
Okay, yeah, that's that yellow building that I said, hey, what's that when I first entered? Cool, cool, cool.
Hurry up already.
I'm working.
What is taking you so
Listen,
long?
lady, I got it
Oh,
all in the
no.
wagon there.
I could train my goat to do this faster.
Oh,
Wait,
man,
boy,
Sadie.
we ain't got all day.
I'm going as fast as I can here.
Woo! Fern's poor horse got bit by snakes.
Sadie.
His balls blew up the size of balloons before it died. Ha!
I think this is everything.
Thanks. Here. Take that for yourself, okay?
Thanks.
Well, give it back then. Jesus. I didn't ask for his goddamn help. Okay, get on. I'm about done here.
Why don't you drive?
Okay.
Come on, lady, get a move on.
I like Sadie, not lady.
I know.
Giddy up.
So, you get everything?
I think so.
And some new clothes, I see?
Don't start. I can wear what I damn well want. Like I told you, my husband and I shared all the work. I wasn't some little wife with a flower in her hair baking cherry pies all day.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. You sure look the part now. Won't be long before you're smoking cigars and playing the harmonica.
I'll have you know, I used to love playing the harmonica before. Well, my house and everything I own got burned to the ground.
I know. I'm real sorry about what you know. Maybe I'll keep my eye out for another one.
I don't want no pity. Just treat me equal and know nobody's taking nothing from me. Okay.
Just don't kill the camp cook.
Hey there!
Hey,
What you folks up to?
just heading home.
You're in Lemoyne Raider country.
Keep it cool.
You need to pay a toll to pass through here.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? How about you pull over right now?
Pull over.
That's what I said.
Hey, how's about this? Go, go, go!
Got it!
Damn it! Get moving! Now! Come on!
You wait till I get my hands on you!
Hell was that?
They was gonna rob us.
New pair of pants? Think you're landing Ricketts?
I'm gonna run this son of a bitch down.
This ain't no place.
Well, you wanted to see some action, lady. Now you got your wish.
We're gonna make one hell of an example of you.
You okay there, Sadie? I don't remember asking you to prove it.
All I want's paying a goddamn toll is you son of bitches!
Lady, you are enjoying this far too much.
There, see? Not many still standing now. Come on! Watch yourself there! Help me out there! Yeah, you run, you goddamn. We're good here, Arthur. I shoot. All right, I'll drive us back. Are you coming then? Probably shouldn't linger here too long.
No, pass those reins here.
Why?
Because you've caused enough trouble already.
I'm fine. Careful now. We showed those bastards, huh?
Remind me not to get on your bad side.
And they was clearly planning to bushwhack us.
Did good. But that's a lot of mess to make near camp. Hope it don't bring anyone sniffing around.
Are you gonna tell Dutch?
Maybe, if he asks. But maybe not.
So who did they say they were? Lemoyne Raiders?
Yeah, something like that. Who knows? Anyway, don't you go ribbing Pearson about that letter.
How dare you? I wouldn't dream of it.
Right, you wouldn't.
I have traveled widely, making no small name for myself.
I won't be giving you no mail to post anytime soon, that's for sure.
I just want to peek in that journal of yours. The mind boggles.
Not a chance.
I don't know why I'm going this way. I'm going the completely wrong direction, go figure. Completely passed by my own camp. That's how well hidden
Never
we
gonna
are.
get there at this pace.
Shut up. I'm going. So we came across the Lemoyne Raiders before in a similar situation where I believe they threatened us that we had to pay to cross this bridge or something like that. I remember that from another mission. So they seem like quite an aggressive gang or group of people, the Lemoyne Raiders. This is obviously a new state, the state of Lemoyne that we're in right now, south of New Hanover, east of West Elizabeth. Those are two other states that we've been to so far.
Yeah.
We thought we don't like the O'Driscolls. Well, we're in for it now with the Lemoyne Raiders for sure. They are making their presence known both times that I've like stayed in Lemoyne for a night, like I have, and now this is my first night here with our new camp. Both times we came across Lemoyne Raiders. Pretty much every time I've been to this state, we've crossed paths with them at one point or another, so almost worse than the O'Driscolls, if that's even possible. Holy crap, we are very well concealed. You still can't even really see our camp. And the scenery around here is beautiful.
Yep.
You didn't get yourself killed then, Miss Adler.
Not quite.
Well, I'd like to say I missed your refined conversations, but I'd be lying.
I enjoyed myself out there.
Yes, Mrs. Adler did okay.
At shopping?
Yes, that's shopping.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
Don't mention it. I would ride with you again, Mrs. Adler, if you will ride with me.
Maybe. If you prove you can handle yourself.
Well, they say I lack finesse, but I ain't afraid of gun smoke.
We got this, Arthur. You've already done me a big favor today. Okay, Miss High and Mighty. And nice pants, by the way.
Oh, shut up.
You like the new camp, Reverend?
Oh, yes. We moved, didn't we?
Oh God, Reverend.
I posted that letter for you.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
Anytime. You okay, Uncle?
Yeah, gonna do some sniffing around, see if I can drum up some leads.
Well, do it quietly. You okay with this spot for now, Mr. McGuire?
Oh, sure. I like to keep moving, I do. It's in me blood.
Along with a lot of whiskey.
Hi there. You love me really, Grimshaw.
Ladies?
Hi there. Hi there.
I went to Wall City for herstory and all, while all my world traveling and roaming around. I spied a fair maiden so lovely.
If it ain't Arthur Morgan.
Gently on her I did say.
So,
she
what do you
pulled
think of this
her
place?
garments, so
Seems
scared
fine
it
for
would
now.
soil.
I know this area a little.
Phoenix went pouring for oil. I hadn't been boring 6 inches or more. The oil from my auger so freely did pour. She wiggled her ass.
How you doing, old friend?
Fine.
It's funny, us ending up down here. My daddy died in a field in Pennsylvania, fighting this lot. I ever tell you that?
Many times.
I see I'm boring you, Arthur.
Worrying me. We lost men back there.
We have lofty goals, Arthur. We're trying to reform society to a kinder, truer, better way. Now, of course, there's gonna be casualties.
We're thieves in a world that don't want us no more.
We are dreamers in an ever duller world of facts. Now, I'll give you that, but come on. We got the day. It's nice out. Old Hosea says that there's a trick around here. I reckon it's full of fit.
Of course, Mike is behind a tent sharpening a knife. Everybody else is just having a grand old fun time, and he's just that dark goth kid in the corner.
Hey, old girl, come on down here. Why don't you show us this creek you've been pissing in? Hey, you don't look too rosy, old friend. I thought this warmer weather would...
My days are looking good along over.
Always green crushing and bubble bursting, you. Come on, Hosea. Let's go fishing.
Come on, then.
Coming past.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Why don't we just fish here? There's a whole lake of them.
Because I need to get out for a bit. Me and the old guard. Before any of them back there, oh, there was us.
The curious couple and their unruly son.
It feels good here. You did well finding that spot, Arthur.
More Charles than me.
It's like I can breathe again, thick and soupy as this air is. Might even do your whistling pipes some good, Hosea.
I was once in this country with Bessie. Ah, feels like a lifetime ago.
It was a lifetime ago. But what a life we have lived, how well we have fought, especially both of you.
I hope so.
But now, when things are desperate, we have to stick with the plan. Make enough money, then find somewhere where nobody will find us. But we don't have to hide.
Like where?
I got some ideas hatching, but I need you with me, not against me. Both of you.
Of course.
Still, we do need money. So keep a low profile, especially in the local town. After Valentine, I want everyone on best behavior here. No trouble. But start turning over the soil and the rocks. See what turns up.
Dutch, we've got to be discreet.
Imagine what a slew of rich simpletons there must be down here. Oh, this is perfect for you, Hosea. You'll be able to play them like a fiddle.
Nothing would give me greater pleasure, but...
No buts. Not today. We fish and we enjoy the day. Looks like law up ahead. Play it cool. Whoa.
Whoa!
Hello, gentlemen. Well, look what the cat drug in.
I seem to have gotten myself in a spot of bother.
Quiet back there.
Let's see if we can't sort this out.
Well, well, look who it is.
How are you, boys?
Fine.
This is quite some country you have here.
We like it well enough.
Hobie McIntosh, at your service.
Lee Gray. This is my deputy Archibald McGregor.
It's good to meet you.
You a Scot?
Partly. The best part.
Of course.
Now, tell me, sir, what did the silly, fancy fop back there do? Nothing too terrible, I trust.
He was accused of running a gold mine and investment scam.
Oh, no. I'm sure he wasn't. He is a magician. I know him. He's a fool. but he is not a bad fellow. Now, can we just...
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Shit! The Anderson boys! I can't have more scandal!
Well, allow us to help, my friend. Arthur,
Chase wanted man.
and take Archibald with you.
Just what I signed up for. Come on, big guy.
Perhaps we can discuss the foolish magician.
Stay with that train. Don't let them get away. Keep your guns holstered. We need them Anderson boys alive. Shit. Come on, hurry.
All right.
Come on, we're losing them.
Will you relax? We're not losing them.
Faster, come on. What's your name, sir?
Arthur Callahan.
Faster, Mr. Callahan, please. My neck is on the line here.
I get it. I'm doing my best. Looks like the son of a bitch is gonna make it. You sure I can't just shoot him?
No. Did I not say that?
You said plenty.
Look at you two fellas all cuddled in them.
That must have hurt. Leave him. Stay with that
Oh
train.
my goodness.
The train is
Jesus.
slowing down to go through the station. Now's our chance. Get to the side of the train. Go. Get alongside that flat carriage. You think you can jump on there?
Me? Why me?
Because you ride like my grandmother.
You are something else.
Now he's throwing bottles, the low-down
God bastard! I didn't do nothing! That's enough! Damn it!
Come on, Mr. Callahan, I'm relying on you.
Running ain't gonna help.
Come on, shitbag. Go, get after them.
Bastard! Damn bastard! Get the hell away from me!
Gonna be... Run! Don't let them get away!
Where you gonna run to? Just you and me now, pal.
I'm gonna ride ahead and stop the train. Stop.
It's just us then, lawman. Come here.
Do we need to bother?
Let me go.
Can't do that.
Let's try at least. Just don't kill him.
Are you sure?
Just subdue him and we'll take him in, all right?
Come on. Come on.
I don't think I can open the door from the outside, unfortunately.
Decent. Wasting my...
Hello? Is everything all right in there?
Well, I don't think he's dead. I think I won the fight. Just about.
God damn it, I lost my hat and I took a beating. I'll have to go back to camp and regroup. I keep forgetting I got that rabbit pelt on the back of my horse that I can donate. I'll have to donate a few dollars too to keep up. Oh, I guess I should pick him up and take him out. I'd like to eat, have some stew while I'm there, so a few things that we need to take care of. I'll clean myself up and grab a new set of clothes when we go back to.
Bring him out here.
Deputy?
Sounded like quite a commotion. Is that him?
I sincerely hope so.
Old Anders Anderson.
So what now?
Take him in, come on. A fine job, well done. And a pat on the back for me for stopping the train. Load Anders onto the back of your horse there, and we'll take him to Sheriff Gray. There you go. You are a natural. All right, let's take him in. Follow me.
What about the others?
round them up. Anders back there is the brains of the operation, and that's really saying something.
You're the boss.
That was mighty impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
Are you familiar with the area here?
No, not really.
On your right here, these tobacco fields? This is part of Caliga Hall, big estate belonging to the Gray family.
Looks bone dry.
Yes, we are in dire need of some rain round here, let me tell you. The Grays have lived in Caliga Hall for generations. Fine people. My family's been working for them for years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the businesses in town.
Which town?
Rhodes, sir. You don't know it? Where we're headed right now. Ain't what it was before the war, but it has its charms. I'm sure you already know of the Braithwaites.
So just a little side note, Dutch has gone ahead and asked the entire gang to not use weapons or really cause any sort of ruckus in the town of Rhodes, and now in the Caliga Hill area. We're getting some background information here about the area, about one particular group of people or family that basically owns the entire town of Rhodes. That is often the way small towns go. But with Dutch, Valentine was a complete disaster from the first step that we took in it. And Dutch, we can't go through that again. We can't go through all of these bounties all the time, you know. So this is actually working out for us, working with law enforcement to give us a little bit of credibility. They're just foolish for not knowing who we are and not familiarizing themselves with Most Wanted.
Like I said, just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have an estate west of here. Awful people, truly awful. They've been fighting with the Grays for as long as I can remember.
Sounds like quite the place you got here.
So the Grays is that one family who owns the tobacco fields and a lot of roads. And he just said there's another family on the west that is in constant competition with the Grays, interestingly enough. So this is interesting. Much different than when we first started up camp at Horseshoe Overlook. It's tough starting over. You have to work on getting the rep. But at least it's a fresh slate. That's the biggest thing.
House. Very reputable saloon owned by the Gray family. We also have a general store, gunsmith, post office, train station, of course.
What more do you need?
Oh, good, they're back. And that's your friend, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna stop just ahead on the right, outside the sheriff's office. Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him in for me? Bring him in so we can show Sheriff Gray.
Hey, fellas.
Mr. Gray!
We got him. Very good. I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here?
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you, this was all just a big misunderstanding. However, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure. The mostly good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
Well, we're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone, sadly, to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around.
And where are you staying?
I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Gray's, and Braithwaite's.
Interesting.
2 old plantation houses and falling out of rebel gold and marrying cousins or not marrying.
Arthur, Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
There's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take 'em months to find us down here, and it seems like we can have a little sport.
Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents or some such.
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, so these two plantation families.
Interesting. So he just Trelawney, I guess, is going to be rejoining us now. He's been gone for a little while. We have not come across him. He's let us know that there are large bounties on our head for people are talking about it up to 500 miles away about us. And then he said there's even talk of these super agents. I feel like there's definitely more to that. The first thing that came to mind is, are we actually undercover somehow to try and bring down Dutch? That definitely was a very strange comment for Trelawney to make, and I 100% guarantee that there is truth to that. The world of Red Dead Redemption 2 is much more civilized than the first Red Dead, and even law enforcement would be a little bit more organized. And I don't doubt that they're trying their hardest to bring Dutch and the gang down, but they won't find us down here. It's too out in the middle of nowhere. So there's Caliga Hall. We can't use guns in this town. We can't use guns in Rhodes or in the Saint Denis area. Now we're kind of learning a little bit more about Rhodes. So this has been good. We've been really delving into the history of Rhodes and exploring it a little bit, so that's good. I need to try and visit the fence in Rhodes so that I can sell my gold bar, melt it down, make some money from that. Then maybe I can pay off a bounty. That would be probably the most ideal. And then we'll head back to camp and take care of what we have to take care of.
Arthur, you start sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there.
Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend, Archibald.
Good. Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right. Thank you, Arthur.
Quite a fishing trip.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur? Or have you had enough of the chase for one day?
Sure, why not?
Great. Hosea, why don't you lead us to that spot you were talking about? I kinda like this place.
Okay. Let's see if we can avoid any more excitement. Miserable hot.
Yep.
Got hired for some work?
All right, gentlemen. Follow me.
Only paid us for one, plus laborers and dues.
Get him! So how far is this creek?
It's a bit of a ride still, and it's not a creek. It's the same lake we camped on, just a different part. It'll be worth it. I saw some big drum and sturgeon there. Should be rock bass, bluegills, perch, pickerel too. It's a good spot.
We'll see if you're as good at catching fish as you are at catching criminals, Arthur.
Trelawney owes me for that.
Trelawney owes everyone for something, but his information is good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the local law. I'd say it was a worthwhile diversion all around.
Right, exactly.
Trelawney's like a bad penny.
I'm not sure how good a magician he is, but he's certainly good at disappearing when he feels like it.
Where does he go?
Everywhere and nowhere, it seems. We wouldn't have got Sean back if he hadn't been weaseling around down that way, though.
Hey, Dutch, remember that time you found him in the outhouse?
Oh, yeah. We hadn't seen him in weeks. We stopped in some dead-end town in the middle of nowhere. Don't even remember the name.
You and Bill were off doing something, Arthur.
So, we pick up some supplies. I go to relieve myself. Open the door, and there's Trelawney, sitting there, newspaper in hand. Mr. Vanderlyn. I say, what the hell are you doing here? And he said, I could ask you the same thing. Now, if you wouldn't mind giving me a little privacy, I ate a rotten oyster.
Hey, maybe there are actually 100 Trelawneys.
What a terrible thought.
So what Trelawney said about those bounty hunters? What you think?
I told you, I've had bounty hunters after me for years. When was the last time I didn't have a price on my head?
Seems a little bigger now, Dutch.
Super agents. It's just Trelawney over-egging the pudding like the showman he is. Unless there's a new breed of special man I don't know about.
This is the spot. Down to the left there. I saw some boats around last time. Be good to get to deeper water. Yes, over there on the shore. I'm sure nobody would mind if we borrowed one of these. Come on.
So I've actually leveled up my horse a couple times just in this part. Stamina boost, health boost. I have a new move. I can drift with the horse now.
This looks like a fine vessel.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
Come on, Arthur. Let's get her in the water.
I got a good feeling about fishing here. It's supposed to be some incredible sturgeon.
Oh. Okay, here we go. Let me row. You boys are too old for real labor no more.
You're too dumb for anything else.
You're still too quick for me, old man.
Enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the deeper water and pray for good luck and stupid fish.
Well, what about stupid luck and good fish?
That'll do, too. Keep going. I think here's good.
All right. Good luck, gentlemen. You won't catch much without a rod.
Should really come here at dawn or dusk. That's when you catch the best fish. We should use a lake lure. That'll give us a much better chance of hooking something big like a sturgeon.
What's wrong with a good old worm?
Oh, worms are good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock bass, but you'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
Lures it is, then. You heard the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten. First lesson, Arthur. You have to cast the line to catch a fish. Something's nibbling. Ha! Got ya! Shit. Got away.
Got him? You got a bite there, Arthur. Just gotta reel him in now, Arthur.
Come on. So we had like an introductory lesson to fishing when we took jack fishing a couple parts ago, but this is a little bit more advanced fishing. We're getting into lures now.
Damn it, I lost him.
Which is what I said I wanted, and we have a lake lure now that we can use, so that's a huge plus. I can now hunt and fish. Really, it's just another method to provide some food for camp. I'm hoping this is a big one here. It's taken a while to reel in. Brings me back to the Ocarina of Time fishing days. Yikes.
Got a bite. Got one.
Yeah, well, I got a fish, a guaranteed fish, and you better believe I'm bringing her up here.
Hey, look at this beauty.
There you go.
Well done, Arthur.
They can grow a lot bigger than that. Fella told me he once saw a monster lake sturgeon near the mouth of the river, just southwest of Saint Denis. 50-pounder, he reckoned.
Wow.
I would like to see that. Not
Interesting.
bad, Arthur.
This is a 4-pound, 5-ounce steelhead trout, sometimes called rainbow trout. This tasty catch is a top prize among anglers who often use worms as bait. So, like a smaller worm kind of fish. It's my first fish. I'm gonna keep it. We can offer it back at camp with some of that other meat that I hunted, that sheep meat.
Hey, Jose, you remember that time we sent Arthur out fishing? He came back with 3 beautiful bass.
Not this again.
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah, you do. He was maybe 20, 21, walked in all full of himself. We had a big feast, toasted him all night.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I remember now.
Then, the next week, Arthur and I are at the market, and Fishmonger calls out, "So how did you enjoy those bass?"
Look, you can fish, or you can go drinking all day, rob someone, and buy some fish.
You hooked him. I used to go fishing with this feller back in the day. Wesley, his name was. Real miserable bastard, but he loved to fish. We'd go out all the time. But one day, we were river fishing when we see a funeral procession going over the bridge, and out of the blue, Wesley stands up, takes off his hat, bows his head. Then he sits down, picks his rod back up, and carries on. Doesn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised and say, "Wesley, that was nice of you." And he replies, "Well, felt I had to. After all, I was married to her for 30 years.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, dear God. I might swim to shore.
You're getting the hang of this.
Remember those big salmon I caught in Montana last year? We had a banquet planned that night until Copper went and scoffed the lot.
You never had control of that dog.
He had some spirit, though. Never lost the puppy in him, right to the end.
You know, I remember us saying how Blackwater was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean.
Feels like the more we try to head west, the further east we end up.
We had all those safe spots picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
I liked it there. Still open and wild, the way it should be. Somehow the desert makes you feel closer to the sky.
No point us trying to get back that way anytime soon. Pinkertons had patrols out all over tall trees and Great Plains. We saw when we went back for Sean.
Well, look at us now, huh? It could be worse. Plans change. That's just how life goes. That's on the hook, Arthur. Did I ever tell you my mother's buried in Blackwater?
Really? She is?
Apparently so. I only found out from an uncle of mine years later. Last I knew, she was still outside Philadelphia. I left home at 15 and didn't see her again. She and I didn't always see eye to eye. I wasn't always a very obedient child.
I can only imagine.
Still, I loved her in my own way, and she me in hers. Somehow, even from the grave, she managed to have the last laugh.
This boys' fishing trip is very, very, very important for these three kind of leaders of the Vanderlyn gang to bond. I think that this has been needed for quite some time. We haven't really had a lot of fun since maybe that party that we threw a little while ago. But this is really good for Dutch, Jose, and Arthur. It's good for all three of them. Ooh,
there you go.
Ooh.
That's a nice one.
So that's a 4-pound 5-ounce, same as the first one, which was a little bit bigger than that second one. I thought I'd keep that guy too.
And let it rot in the bag.
We're learning a little bit about the two of them as well, so.
Hey, I reckon we call it a day, fellas.
Already?
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
All right. Think we got a decent haul here. Pearson will be happy. Should we head back?
We could keep the boat, not too far back to camp from here.
Good idea. Could be useful.
What about the horses?
Well, they'll find their way back.
Just follow the shore south, Arthur.
That was fun. Thank you, boys. Now, Hosea.
Yes.
How about a song?
Okay. All right, I got one for you. I asked that gal to give me something.
I asked that gal to give me some. She says, wait till the taters is done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. Threw her on the floor and I knocked off some. I wish to God I'd passed her by. I wish to God I'd passed her by. Taters got burned and so did I.
That was pretty good. But you know, what song we should be singing?
What?
Well, look at us. 3 mariners.
Of course!
Well, we 3 poor mariners newly come from the seas. We spend our lives in jeopardy while others live at ease. Shall we go dance this round, around, around? Shall we go dance this round, around, around? And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on his round, 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 round. We care not for martial men that do our states disdain, but we care for the merchant men that do our states maintain. To them we dance this round, around, around. To them we dance this round, around, around. And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground, 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 ground. Oh, bravo! Bravo!
Well, you know, we should not let the folks back think that we had too much fun.
Indeed not.
We're gonna go back and tell everybody at camp. It was just a miserable time. Miserable. It's probably good to have a boat, honestly. Another form of transportation does not hurt.
All right. I think we're gonna be okay. I know. I always know. Whenever I got you two by my side, things are gonna be just fine. This place will be good for us. For now, anyway.
I hope so.
Well, I am going to take in the view.
I'll give these fish to Pearson.
Alright, so the New South, new mission complete. Wasn't really...
Arthur, how you been? I've been real worried.
Oh, Jesus.
What do you want?
Don't be like that. All right, just a few bucks. I'm short.
Get lost.
Yeah, not a chance
I'll go
in
try
hell.
someone with a heart.
You do that.
Exactly. How dare you? So, in terms of missions, we have to go investigate the Greys. That's our job. That's one of the two sort of families that we found out about here. Okay. Why is the map like that? It must be to maybe cordon off where the two families are. One here in the Rhodes area, and then the Greys over here with the tobacco fields and whatnot. That seems to be the case. Next time I play, I'll ride into Rhodes, go to the fence like I said I was going to do to sell my gold bar. Maybe I'll have enough then to pay off my bounties. Just do a couple little things like that, and then we'll head on and continue with the Greys. We also have a new Leopold Strauss mission, although it's not yellow, so I think it's probably just a side mission of sorts. And there's also a few things that I really need to do around camp here, so... let's go visit a couple places real quick in camp before I stop.
Mr. Pearson, look what I've got. Fish.
Mr. Matthews. Mr. Matthews.
Is that John Marston? It is.
Golden boy. Arthur. Hello, Arthur.
Gonna be fine, Dutch.
Oh, that was fun today.
You didn't have to chase that train.
Oh my god, that gold ingot. I could just sell to my camp. It's worth $300. I don't think it's worth it. I think it's better if I save it for myself and put it towards my bounties and things that I want. Wow. Yikes, that is a lot of money. So here's what we're going to do. I have $35. If I'm going to be getting close to $300 from that gold bar at the fence and Rhodes, I can probably give them quite a little bit. Let's give them 20 bucks.
That's my boy.
It's something. We'll hit up the ledger. Our camp has $158.13. Look at all the donations. And Susan says, haven't been given the money. So we can probably go about upgrading a few things. Lodging. Dutch wants something comfier. So we can upgrade Dutch's lodging. That's a lot of money though, $220. I don't even have that. These are all major upgrades. I haven't really saved up for any of these, and they're all pretty important. We have the boat now, so we don't really need another camp boat, but a chicken coop would be great. The horse station would be great to recall horses. That kind of a thing. For now, I think I'm going to upgrade the munitions. Quality and quantity of ammunition available at Arthur's tent has increased. You can pay to resupply munitions when stocks are low. And then I'm just gonna try and resupply the entire camp so that everything is all stocked up. We can restock the munitions. Oh, it's already restocked from having upgraded it. Cool. Medicine, we can restock. Then we're not gonna have enough for the provisions. I think the provisions are probably more important. Food is more important than medicine. Food is basic survival, so let's do the provisions for now. if I gave them my last $15 and just sold that gold inglet next time, I could resupply the medicine as well. But I won't worry about it too much. I'll make the goal to save up some money now. Maybe I can donate some out of the $300 that I get if I'm not buying any new guns or anything. And maybe we could do something like the chicken coop. I think that that would probably be the best thing to buy to start out with those upgrades. Cool, cool.
You know, I won't want to be stuck in the wilderness with you, Charles. I've had more fun, well, watching the grass grow.
We'll grab some chow.
Next time we run an errand together, remind me to pack more bullets.
Come on, Arthur. Don't pretend that wasn't kind of fun.
I guess.
What are we gonna do? It's such a... I mean, he's always found a way, but lately
I need to sell that rabbit pelt. I don't have my horse now, though, so...
Mr. Morgan! Morgan!
Reverend?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
What do you want?
I'm not quite sure.
Oh, jeez.
This keeps happening. You know,
Oh, Jesus.
all down his back. He was raised a slave.
This is Pearson. We need to try and sell some things to him.
My table awaits your offerings, Mr. Morgan.
I will.
I'll give him the gristly mutton.
Just in time, Mr. Morgan.
I'll give him all three. I will give him all three of the steelhead
we
trouts.
really needed this.
And I'll give him my bluegill. I'll give him one of each of these.
Very good. We were getting low.
And that should add a lot more protein, and then hopefully next time I can, or soon, I can buy that chicken coop. That'll help with the cooking as well.
You know,
Many thanks, Mr. Morgan.
you know my mama was born in a field.
Hello.
Literally. In a field. Her mama was picking cotton, didn't even know she was pregnant.
Hey,
Came
Arthur.
over funny and she gave birth right in the field. And the goddamn overseer, he took my mama away.
I'm gonna eat a little bit again. I will have canned salmon.
And finish picking.
I will have baked beans.
Overseer was...
When I eat, I like to binge eat. That's how I roll. And then we got a lot of biscuits too, so I was just gonna have some biscuits.
After she was set free at the end of the war, he tried it again.
We actually have a fair amount of provisions right now, so we should be alright.
They nearly lynched her, but she ran away and...
I don't think that there's a whole lot else that we need to do here. I guess I could just give them the gold bar and then use it to upgrade the place. I don't really need guns for myself. So maybe, not right now anyways, and like I said, I'm good provision-wise, so there's not a whole lot that I need to buy. Instead of going to the fence to sell that gold inglet, maybe I can just sell it to camp and upgrade it, if that's something that I want to do right now anyways. I'm gonna have to do that next time though, unfortunately. I'm just going to sleep, and then we're gonna call it quits. a nice 8-hour sleep into the morning after that long day of fishing. At least we were able to provide quite a bit for our camp. A little bit of money finally, and some food, and now we're going to give it a nice little upgrade. So we'll focus on that next time, and of course the new missions that we've unlocked with Leopold Strauss. He's always a fun character. And heading back east to Rhodes. I think I don't get that journal entry. Half the time I look in the journal, it doesn't look like there's anything new. I don't know if I'm just an idiot and don't know how to use it properly. Kind of hard to imagine I can't use a journal. Alright, that's it for 16. I'll see you on the other side.